No. No, I saw Kevin just show up.
We're also selling 50-50 tickets tonight, and you can get those from the raffle mixer software or from a kiosk or on one of the posters that we've got up around the stadium. Also, as you're walking by the swag tent, do stop in and check out the new merchandise that is available. We do have tubes and scarves, and as the sun sets below the horizon and it gets a little bit cooler here, you are going to be looking for a little bit more.
Hello and welcome to yet another Prince George Kodiaks game day, powered by the Prestige Treasure Cove Resort right here on 99.3 Rewind Radio. I'm your play-by-play voice for the Kodiaks, Ethan Reddy, as the Prince George Kodiaks will get ready to play their final regular season game of their inaugural year as members of the BC Football Conference, taking on the number one ranked team in Canada in the undefeated 9-0 Okanagan Sun. It's set to be an exciting final day of BCFC football here at Massage Place Stadium. We will have the Copar administration pregame show getting underway just shortly. We'll be hearing from the usual voice, Keon Raymond, head coach of the Prince George Kodiaks, as they look to hopefully find a second win of their inaugural year as the team comes off the field following their warm-up, and perhaps put the one and only blemish on the Okanagan Suns season as they get ready, have already locked up the number one seed heading into playoffs. They will be taking on the Langley Rams in the first round of playoffs next Saturday. But wouldn't it be something for these Kodiaks to give them a loss in their final game of the BCFC regular season? We'll also be hearing from President of the Kodiaks, Craig Briere, on just how this season has gone and what are the next steps for this organization moving forward. And we'll also hear from Prince George product and player of the Kodiaks, Noah Lang, last year's BC High School Football AA Offensive Player of the Year and a big part of this Kodiaks offense. You'll hear from all three of them coming up. We're going to take a break. When we get back, we'll hear from head coach Keon Raymond. All right, I'm probably going to step off mic for 20 minutes. Chili dog. All right, I'll be back.
have a guy that was falling around underneath the drone.
Oh yeah, crazy.
That was high as 5 to 6.
That's crazy.
Guy falling underneath has a big.
Yeah, just in case.
So I was thinking I could get that kind of equipment and like you guys run a practice or something, empty stands, just trying to grab some extra footage post practice or something. So that's good to know. Have to get creative.
You have to do insurance policy, you're good.
That's the trick, right? Yeah. That's an expensive insurance
I
policy.
was gonna say, I tell you how many insurance policies are gonna want to write that one, and it's very few.
Not many.
We have an insurance provider, and they're like,
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be expensive when you find the one that's willing to do it.
like they fought us tooth and nail with insurance football match.
Really?
There's only like three providers in all of Canada that are licensed tackle football. Because of the risks associated with it. We're like, then if you take that policy and start adding other risky stuff, like,
cheering coach, let's have a cheer for the guys in the black and white stripes. We cannot have a football game without them. Now let's hear it for the Okanagan Cops.
I'm gonna head her.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Take
having
care.
me.
No worries.
Next time you're in town, let me know.
Will do.
All right, I'm back on headset. Cool. So one half of the stadium's full. The other half, I'll say about 1/3 full. house, more people coming through. So we should have a packed house tonight.
Let's go, Kodiaks!
Now, many of you have been here before. You know the Kodiaks will let them out unless you are really, really loud. Don't let them all make some noise with our drummers. Let's let them know you're here.
That was the one where it was the first game that like the press box was like fully enclosed, so we didn't get very much of the actual crowd noise coming through. Like I think it was a nothing across the league is compared to what we have here.
Stokes of Crenshaw. Tyler runs the east. Matt Uriah K. Mitchell from Toronto, Ontario.
Okay. Yeah, there's still just under 5 minutes left on the clock, so.
Officials and captains are meeting in center field to do the ceremonial coin toss to decide which team will kick off. Gotta tell you a little bit about two players in Bristol that are named the BCFC All-Star team. They do include Will St. Hubert and Keon Raymond. Kickoff returner returned 24 punts for 324 yards. He was brought one back to the house for a Kodiaks touchdown. On kickoff, Raymond has returned 9 kicks for another 136 yards. Will St. Hubert has been an important factor in the success of the Kodiaks as well and has amassed over 2,000 net offensive yards so far this season. Congratulations to Will St. Hubert and Keon Raymond for making the BCFC All-Star team.
Okay. Like for the kickoff? Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, let's get things going. Okay. Okay.
Hello and welcome to Massage Place Stadium, where we're just moments away from the opening kickoff, being brought to you by DMC Chartered Accountants. This marks the final, the 10th game of the Prince George Kodiaks inaugural season as members of the BCFC. This game being brought to you by Benchmark Automotive. It will be the Okanagan Sun, the undefeated 9-0, number 1 ranked team in the Canadian Junior Football League, kicking off to the Prince George Kodiaks. The Sun decked out in their all whites with orange trim uniforms. They'll be kicking off broadcast left to right here at Massage Place Stadium. A Prince George Kodiaks decked out in their black uniforms with gold numbering. And we're just moments away from kickoff with a very packed house here at Massage Place Stadium. And here we go. The game is underway and kickoff is off with the Prince George Kodiaks fielding the opening kickoff. And looks like Noah Lack very quickly getting wrapped up in around his own 15-yard line. So the Prince George Kodiaks offense taking to the field for the first time tonight. The lights are on, and as I said, a packed house with fans still filing through the gates here at Massage Place Stadium to take in this final BCFC football game here in Prince George to wrap up year 1 of this expansion franchise. It will be quarterback Liam Oskowski in the shotgun for this first down play. Calls out as Caden's hands off to Noah Lank. Lank rumbles forward for a gain of about 4 yards on the play and gets wrapped up, brought down at the 20-yard line. 14:42 remaining in the opening quarter. As mentioned, the Okanagan Sun, the #1 ranked team in the CJFL, not just the BCFC, but the entire National League as a whole with their perfect 9-0 record. Taking on the Kodiaks, looking to wrap up this season perfect 10-0. Oskowski looks to the sideline, and he connects with Sturgis along the 30-yard line. Looks like that will be enough to move the chains, and that is indeed a Kodiaks first down with 14:10 remaining in the first quarter. Brought to you by Canadian Tire. Kodiaks break the huddle. Oskowski right back in the shotgun. Lone back, Noah Lank trips left formation to the strong side of the field. And it goes right back to Lank. Lank rumbles forward, gains about 7 yards on the play. Brings the ball to about the 36-yard line. Ball spotted on the far side hash mark as the Kodiaks are looking to trek their offense. Broadcast right to left here at Massage Place Stadium. A trips left formation once again to the strong side. Shotgun for Oskowski. He takes the snap and goes right back to Noah Lank, trying to stretch, go off tackle, but he gets met by a wall of Okanagan Sun defenders. Doesn't look like he gained very much on the play, maybe a yard, and that will bring up third down as the punt team comes out onto the field for the Kodiaks. 12:46 and counting remaining here in the first quarter. As said, was wondering how, if at all, the colder temperatures would impact tonight's crowd, and it looks like everyone decided to come out, bundle up, sit fairly close, keep that body heat, everybody warm here at Massage Place Stadium, and it's a packed house here as Matthew Uriah K. Mitchell punts this one away all the way down to the 20-yard line. Mike O'Shea gets wrapped up by the Kodiaks cover team down at the 25. K. Mitchell forcing O'Shea right back to the 25-yard line. He's unable to get any positive yards on the return, and the Sun offense will take over in their own end. Ball spotted far side hash mark, and that sends the crowd here at Massage Place Stadium into an uproar. Dom Britton, the all-star quarterback for the Okanagan Sun, drops back in the shotgun, rolls to his right side. Zach Cormier hot on his tail, tries to connect to O'Shea, and that gets broken up. Looks like there's no flag on the play. Very tight coverage there on O'Shea. Trying to plead to the officials for a penalty, but nothing coming his way. And that forces 2nd and 10. 11:50 remaining here in the first quarter. Dom Britton, number 5 for the Okanagan Sun, coming into tonight, having thrown for 1,920 yards already this season. He's looking for a good performance tonight to wrap up the year. He rolls right, looking towards the sideline for number 81, just short of the first down marker. Looks like it was just inches short, number 81. That's Blaze Boschman for the Sun. It looks like he's half a yard short of the first down. Will bring up third down, but it looks like Okanagan is opting to go for it. as they go in under center, trying to get the push forward. It looks like they may be short. The Kodiaks defense trying to push back, and Kodiaks sideline saying that they're short, or waiting for the official word here. And they will call for a measurement, it looks like. So the chain gang coming out onto the field to see whether this is a first down. And if this is short, this crowd here at Massage Place Stadium, I'm sure you can put money on it, will erupt. Will be a turnover on downs if short. The ball currently looks like it's a few inches short of the 37-yard line, needing to get to the 37-yard line for a first down. And it will be just a hair enough, and that's a first down for the Sun. With 11:04 remaining here in the first quarter. First down for this nationally ranked #1 team in Okanagan. Britton right back into the shotgun, single back formation. Motions into a quads left formation. It's a handoff to #4 who finds a hole and gets tackled, wrapped up, brought down to the 40-yard line. That's #4, Javon Garwood, with this handoff and the rush for the Sun. Brings up, it looks like maybe it was a gain of about 3 or 4 yards on the play. Will bring up second down. Looks to be 2nd and 7 for the Sun. Trip strike formation this time around. Ball spotted on the far side hash mark. And right back into the shotgun. Play action pass. Britton looking for the deep ball to O'Shea. O'Shea, and that falls incomplete. Great coverage there by #1, Keon Raymond, the BCFC All-Star. One of 2 All-Stars on this inaugural Prince George Kodiaks team. The other 45, Will St. Hubert, the left tackle for the Kodiaks. And we'll bring up third down. So Keon Raymond goes back to return this one. Backstepping towards the 30-yard line inside the Prince George end of the field, and it will be getting kicked away by #7, Isaac Wegner. Ball snapped. Isaac Wegner, plenty of time to place this one, gets the ball off. Wobbling spiral, gets caught by Raymond, trying to find some room to run, finds a way and gets brought down, though, just past the 41-yard line. Found a little slip in the coverage, broke loose for a moment, and was just a few inches away from breaking off a big one. But instead, the Kodiaks offense takes over at the 41-yard line, 1st and 10, with 9:44 remaining here in the first quarter. Kodiaks break the huddle. Ball spotted near side hash mark, just inside the hash mark, and Oskowski will go in under center with single back in Noah Lank. It'll be a stretch handoff to Lank. Lank trying to guide his blockers, gets brought down. A helmet pops off from an Okanagan defender, and that's a rush of about 5 yards on the play. We'll bring up 2nd and 5 with the ball getting spotted at the 47-yard line. Nine minutes remaining here in the first quarter, brought to you by Canadian Tire. Oskowski breaks the huddle, lines up in the shotgun. Noah Lank just right there behind him. And it will be a passing play as Oskowski drops back, rolls, drops it off to Noah Lank, and Lank very quickly gets wrapped up, a gain of maybe a yard or 2. And that brings up third down. Ball spotted now on the far side hash mark as the punt team comes out to the field. Kodiaks were needing to get to the 51-yard line for a first down. They're about 3-4 yards short. I'd say more 3.5 yards short of that first down marker. It'll be number 11, Mike O'Shea, the son of Winnipeg Blue Bombers head coach Mike O'Shea. And he'll be back to return this one. He's lining up at his own 20-yard line, and Matthew Uriah K. Mitchell will look for a very similar punt from that first time around as he gets the punt off. Some great hang time as his cover team gets back. O'Shea trying to look for the sideline, breaks loose away from some defenders, is still up and running as he gets the edge. Matthew Uriah K. Mitchell is right there, though, to bring him down just past the 30-yard line. So what looked to be a very scary return there from O'Shea, Matthew Uriah K. Mitchell punts this one away, cuts him off, and wraps him up for the tackle as the Okanagan Sun come back out onto the field for this offensive series with 7:43 remaining in the opening quarter. The Sun break the huddle. And Dom Britton currently lining up. He's got two running backs now in the backfield, one just to his right, the other in behind. He hands off. It looks like another handoff to Garwood, but Garwood gets met by a wall of Kodiaks, gets brought down by number 52, Corbin Brown. This marking Brown's final game as his BCFC career comes to an end after spending some time in the Pacific Football Conference. Corbin Brown actually being a product of Vanderhoof, British Columbia, so considered a local player on this expansion Kodiaks roster. He comes up with a big tackle there on first down, brings up 2nd and 8 now for the Sun. The Sun break the huddle, line up, and comes up on shotgun, drop back, looking to pass over the middle, looking for an open, and that falls incomplete. Overthrown, was trying to connect with number 6, Nathan Donaghy. But once again, Keon Raymond in coverage there, and Britton throws that about 5 yards too far for his receiver, as that brings up 3rd down. Ball gets snapped, drop back to pass, looking for O'Shea over the middle. Once again, falls incomplete, but there's a flag in the Okanagan backfield. Looks like it's a roughing the passer penalty being called on number 37, Jack. I believe that's number 37, Jack Cochran, the Scotsman on this Kodiaks roster. 6:55 remaining here in the first quarter. That will move the chain. It'll be an automatic first down for Okanagan. Ball now getting spotted at the 54-yard line, just shy of the 54-yard line. Still on the Okanagan side of the field. But it will be first down now for the Sun. 6:45 remaining. Dom Britton once again in the shotgun. Some receivers motioning out of the backfield. There'll be a handoff to Garwood. Garwood trying to find some room, gets met by Nick Tremblay, and Tremblay wraps him up and brings him right down to the turf of Massage Field. A gain of about 3 yards, 2nd and 7 now. Past midfield by about 2 yards. Ball being spotted at the Prince George 53-yard line. The Sun break their huddle. Kodiaks lining up with 2 down D linemen. Watch to see some pressure from Jason Pratt off the edge. Pass and play action. Here comes Pratt, but Britton gets the pass off to Mike O'Shea, wide open as he trots his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Okanagan Sun open the scoring. O'Shea wide open. A mishap in the secondary of the Kodiaks as looks like Keon Raymond Jr. and Landon Donovan communicating what went wrong on that coverage, and the Okanagan Sun open up the scoring with 5:48 remaining in the first quarter. Liam Atwood will line up for the single convert attempt here. Ball gets snapped, gets placed, and goes up and side spinning kick, but it is good as the Okanagan Sun open the scoring 7-0. We'll be back after this. Welcome back. A roughing the passer penalty comes back to bite the Prince George Kodiaks as the Okanagan Sun are able to find the end zone. A connection from Dom Britton to Mike O'Shea to open the scoring as the Sun take a 7-0 lead with 5:48. They kick this ball off to the Kodiaks, and it will be Noah Lack receiving this one, looking for a hole on the return, gets brought down just short of the 25-yard line. Liam Oskowski, quarterback, the product of Calgary, Alberta. Coming in as a young 18-year-old, getting his first taste of the BCFC this season, of junior football here in Canada, as he looks to get this offensive series underway for the Kodiaks. Lines up in the shotgun. Once again, ball getting spotted at the 24-yard line inside the Prince George end. Handoff to Noah Lank. Lank trying to find a hole, but very quickly gets wrapped up, brought down, and pushed back for a few yards by the defensive wall that is the Okanagan Sun. Will bring up 2nd and 9. Lank able to push forward for just 1 yard on the previous play. Bring up 2nd and 9. 4:52 remaining here in the first quarter. Kodiaks break the huddle. Oskowski back under center. Single back in Noah Lank as receivers trying to sort out their placement for the formation. There'll be trips left, receivers to the strong left side of the formation. Play action, Oskowski drops back, looks to the sideline, connects with number 19, Evan Ingram, as he tries to fight for the first down and comes up just 1 yard short. We'll bring up 3rd down as the punt team comes back out onto the field. The Kodiaks not looking to gamble, it seems, so the punt team will come back out. 3rd and 2, ball spotted on the 32-yard line, near side hash mark. Kodiak's defense already able to piece together a few stops, perhaps giving Keon Raymond the confidence in that unit that's needed, as they will look to punt this one away. Matthew Uriah K. Mitchell once again back to punt this one. It gets blocked by the Sun, picked up by the Kodiaks, but that will be a turnover as the Okanagan Sun come up with a blocked punt, and they will take over on offense from the 25-yard line inside the Prince George end of the field. So very short field to work with for the Sun as they look to add to their lead. Currently up 7-0 with 3:45 remaining in the first quarter. Dom Britton breaks the huddle, single back formation. Garwood lining up right there behind him in the shotgun. Got 4 receivers towards the left side, strong side of the field, and Britton connects with O'Shea into the flat as O'Shea finds some space to run and just speeds into the end zone once again. 2 touchdowns already for Mike O'Shea as the Okanagan Sun open this scoring very quickly, are out to a 13-0 lead. .323 remaining in the first quarter, and the Okanagan Sun are looking to add to their lead with a convert attempt here. Be once again number 8, Liam Atwood, lining up for the place kick. Mike O'Shea to hold. Ball gets snapped, some pressure off the edge, but that goes up through the uprights. And the Sun open the scoring 14-0. There is a flag following the play, though. But we'll step away, take a quick break. When we get back, it'll be the Kodiaks right back on offense, looking to narrow this deficit.
So the call was unsportsmanlike conduct. It was a 15-yard penalty against the Okanagan Sun.
Welcome back to Massage Place Stadium, where the Okanagan Sun have very quickly opened the scoring with a 14-0 lead in the first quarter. 3:23 remaining. Both scores coming from Mike O'Shea, coming into this game being the second-ranked receiver on the Sun, having 26 receptions for 405 yards and 6 touchdowns. But those 2 touchdowns he's scored here in the opening quarter pushes him into the team lead for receiving touchdowns now with 8. As the Okanagan Sun get ready to kick this ball away to the Prince George Kodiaks, who will be looking to bite into this deficit as they find themselves trailing early in the first quarter. Ball gets kicked off. Noah Lank with the return, finding some room behind his blockers, gets brought down. A little bit of a better return there from number 8, Noah Lank, as he gets down to about the 38-yard line. Again, Liam Oskowski, the starting quarterback for the Prince George Kodiaks, he comes into this game having completed 101 passes of his 190 attempts, good for a 53.2 completion percentage. And thrown for 1,310 yards as he calls out his cadence, looks back, comes up with a little play action and starts to run. Gain of about 8 yards there from Oskowski. Oskowski eyeing up the pressure from the backside, eyes that handoff into Noah Lank, and very quickly pulls it in the last possible second and opts to run away, and gains of about 8 yards brings up 2nd and 2 with 2:35 remaining in the first quarter. Oskowski also coming into this game having been the team lead in rushing yards as he plunges forward for a few yards, and that should be enough for a first down. And it is being gestured a first down by the sideline judge, and the sticks will move. As I was saying, Oskowski with the team lead in rushing yards, 211 yards on the season. He comes with a few big runs there, one of 8 yards and then one for a first down as he's right back in the shotgun. Looks to hand off a fumble, though. Noah Lank drops it in the exchange, and the Sun come away with it. Number 9, Keelan Thomas with the fumble recovery, and that brings out the Okanagan Sun. Things just aren't going Prince George's way here in the first quarter with 2:05 remaining. And the Okanagan Suns offense right back out onto the field. Dom Britton in the shotgun. Mike O'Shea, the nearest slot on the left side. He comes away with a block. Handoff to number 22. And he's stretching towards the sideline, still up. Flag in the backfield. Number 22, Aiden Weiberg, with the rush. Look to get up to about the 40-yard line. The flag in the Okanagan backfield. 1:35 remaining. And that penalty is coming against the Okanagan Sun. And that will push their offense past midfield, right back inside their own end of the field just by a few inches. Will bring up 2nd and 20. 1:33 remaining in the first quarter. Dom Britton will look to find a way to come up with this first down. They need 20 yards to go. He'll take the snap, roll to his right, look towards the sideline. Ball gets caught just past the initial down marker, but looks to be short by about 8 yards of the first down. That's number 81, Blaze Bushman, with the reception. Will bring up 3rd down, but the Okanagan Sun offense staying out onto the field looking for a 3rd down conversion. Ball now spotted at the 43-yard line, near side hash mark, as the Sun break their huddle, line up for formation. Inside the final minute here of the first quarter, Britton drops back to pass, looks over the middle, some pressure, looks to run, tucks it himself, looking for the first down, and runs out just past and comes up with the first down on the ground. And that will move the sticks. A first down rush from Britton. And the Sun will get a fresh set of downs. The ball now spotted at the 34-yard line, near side hash mark. Watch Keon Raymond very close to the line of scrimmage, potentially stepping up for some coverage. It's a reverse play to Mike O'Shea. O'Shea trying to find the edge, gets pushed out by Marcellus Pope, the leading tackler of this Kodiaks defense. And it will be a loss of 1 yard on the play as O'Shea trying to stick with his speed, trying to find the edge, but the Kodiaks stuck with their angles and forced him to the sideline for a loss of 1 yard. Will bring up 2nd and 11 as the final seconds tick away here in the first quarter. This will be the final play of the opening quarter, brought to you by Canadian Tire. Ball gets snapped, play action, looking for Mike O'Shea again, and he bobbles it and drops it. Unable to haul that in as he got in behind the Kodiaks coverage, and that will conclude And that will conclude the opening quarter as we step away. When we get back, the second quarter from Massage Place Stadium.
At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen-size beds with 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Call
They're coming back now.
Welcome back to Massage Place Stadium, where the Prince George Kodiaks defense forces a turnover on downs. Okanagan Sun trying to go for it on third and long, unable to find the deep connection near the far side of the field, and it's the Kodiaks offense trekking back out onto the field as we've now inside the second quarter, brought to you by Lally Electric. Liam Oskowski trying to piece together a scoring drive for the Kodiaks, get themselves not only on the scoreboard, but also bite into this deficit they find themselves in. Oskowski pulls out his cadence, drops back, rolls to the left side, looking for a pass, tries to connect, that nearly gets picked off by the Okanagan Sun. Number 2, Garrett Cape. But he is unable to hold on to that one, and that brings up second down.
Well, there goes my specs. They did drop that, so the ball still short.
14:42 remaining in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Kodiaks. Oskowski calls out his cadence, drops back, some pressure up the middle. He gets brought down for the sack. Pressure right up the middle from number 9. That's Keelan Thomas, the defensive lineman. Thomas coming into this game with 8.5 sacks. That adds one more to his season stat line. And that brings up 3rd and long for the Kodiaks, as they will punt this one away. Number 17, Kamar Bishop, back now to return. So Mike O'Shea getting a break from return duties. And it'll be Bishop back to receive this one as he's hovering around the 48-yard line. Matthew Uriah K. Mitchell gets that one. Bishop drops it, has to run back for it. He gets it back, looking for the sidelines, finds some room to run, makes a move, little juke, as he tries to make his way to the end zone, gets brought down just short of the Prince George 20-yard line. So despite the muffed catch on the punt return, Bishop able to find the sideline, get the edge, and still comes up with a good return to put the Sun in very good offensive position to start this drive. Ball being spotted on the 22-yard line. Far side hash mark. As Dom Britton still in at quarterback for the Okanagan Sun. Sun leading 14-0. Britton in the shotgun, single back in behind him. Weiber steps up to pass protect, looking deep for the pass. That falls incomplete. Britton looking for O'Shea for a 3rd possible touchdown, but that falls about 5 yards too far for O'Shea. That brings up 2nd and 10 for the Sun. 2nd and 10. Sun break the huddle. Britton motions his receivers, drops back, looking to pass over the middle, trying to connect with O'Shea. O'Shea, once again, very tight coverage there from Keon Raymond. O'Shea looking for a penalty, but no flags being thrown. That brings up 3rd down. And it looks like the Sun will opt to go for the points as they bring out their field goal team with 12:38 remaining here in the second quarter. Liam Atwood placing his tee at about the 30-yard line, so it will be a 30-yard field goal attempt for Atwood. Ball gets snapped, gets placed, gets kicked. It's up and wide left. Keon Raymond with the return, trying to get it out of his own end zone, trying to find some room to run. He finds the edge, trying to direct his blocks. Keon Raymond at midfield trying to outrun Mike O'Shea. He's still up and running at the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Kodiaks! What a return from Keon Raymond. We saw a punt return touchdown last week down in Langley. He comes up with a mixed field goal return for another major, and the Kodiaks find themselves on the scoreboard. Kodiaks lining up for the convert attempt. Gets the ball off, kick goes up, and that is good. The Kodiaks bite into this deficit. It's 14-7. We'll be back after this.
The Okanagan Sun, the touchdown stand.
Yeah, we're good.
The Prince George Kodiaks bite into the deficit against the Okanagan Sun, down by 14. That is until the Okanagan Sun line up for a 30-yard field goal attempt. That goes wide left, and Keon Raymond nearly goes the entire distance with a 108-yard missed field goal return for a touchdown to bring the score 14-7. And the Kodiaks are lining up for a DMC Chartered Accountants kickoff to get this game back underway here in the second quarter with 11:59 remaining. Jack Cochran boots this one away, a high kick off to Mike O'Shea. O'Shea beelines it for the far sideline. He tries to find the edge, has to get cut upfield. It gets brought down at the 25-yard line.
For gain of about 10 yards, and then set the ball up at about the 28-yard line.
11:50 remaining in the second quarter. Okanagan back on offense, starting this offensive series for the first time in a while in their own end of the field. A number of miscues from the Kodiaks had the Suns offense starting inside the Prince George end the last few drives. But now Dom Britton trying to orchestrate a scoring drive from his 25-yard line. Drops back, quick connection to number 1, Colby Mileto, as he tries to find the sideline. Gets pushed into the sideline, gets dropped by a member of the Kodiaks on the sideline. Number 35 from the Kodiaks, Tristan Harden, dropping a shoulder as a member of the Okanagan Sun runs into the Kodiaks sideline, and that brings up a penalty. Keon Raymond, head coach of the Kodiaks, stressing discipline to his sideline, as that's a costly penalty that puts the Okanagan Sun inside the Prince George end. Just moments after I was talking about the Sun starting the last few drives inside the Prince George end of the field, they start this drive from their own 25, but very quickly, thanks to a penalty against the Kodiak sideline, the Okanagan Sun now in past midfield, and they start this first down play from the 52-yard line inside Prince George territory. Ball gets snapped. Britton looking to pass, connects with number 81. He gets brought down. Very close to a first down play. Number 81, once again, Blaze Boschman with a trio of receptions here in the first half. And he comes up about 2 yards short of the first down marker. 10:52 remaining here in the second quarter. Four receivers to the left side of the field. Britton takes the snap, drops back, some pressure from either edge, looking deep, trying to connect with number 84, Noah Bymack. That falls incomplete. Noah Bymack also being named a BCFC All-Star just a few weeks ago. Bymack actually, this being his first year playing football, spent last year playing collegiate basketball, got recruited to the Okanagan Sun, made the switch in sport, and he gets named a BCFC All-Star his first year playing the sport. Britton under center. Third down play, looks to hand off, play action, flag on the far side of the field, connects with Bymack. He's got room to run, running towards the end zone, and he goes in for the major. There is a flag on the play. We'll see if this one comes back against the Sun. There's a flag on the far side of the field near the Sun side of the field, but the penalty does go against the Kodiaks. That gets declined, and the major will stand. Bymack with a touchdown reception. As scorer gets stretched 20-7 as we await the point after. As Liam Atwood places his team, he'll look to make this once again a 2-score lead for Okanagan. Ball gets placed, goes up, and he splits the uprights. That's good as the Sun take a 21-7 lead with 10 minutes remaining here in the half. We'll take a moment to step away. When we get back, it'll be the Kodiaks back on offense. Welcome back to Massage Place Stadium, where the Okanagan Sun are getting ready to kick the ball off to the Prince George Kodiaks after a receiving touchdown from Dom Britton to number 84, Noah Bymack, the BCFC All-Star. The Sun get this one kicked away, and it will be the Kodiaks looking to return this one. A burst of speed from number 11, Keanu Brown, on the return. And he comes up to about the 30-yard line. Noah Bymack, the leading receiver of this Okanagan Suns team, coming into this game with 30 receptions for 563 yards. That touchdown marking his 8th touchdown of the season, as he now sits tied for the team lead with Mike O'Shea after his pair of majors in the opening quarter. It looks like the Kodiaks will call a timeout, so we'll make the most of it. Take a moment to step away. When we get back, it'll be the Kodiaks on offense.
Kodiaks would like to thank their sponsors this season for helping them make things work. We'd like to thank McDonald's Restaurants, Upstate Motors, Dunkley Lumber, Peterbilt Pacific, and White Spruce Enterprises. White Spruce Enterprises, just a few of those sponsors that have helped the Kodiaks make this season possible.
Welcome back. Kodiaks on offense, lining up in the I formation as Oskowski takes the snap, hands off to Noah Lank. Noah Lank trucks forward for a gain of about 5 yards on the play. 9:35 remaining here in the second quarter. And there is a late flag now being thrown. Head official throwing a flag as either side separated following the play. That looks like it's coming against the Prince George Kodiaks.
Well, this time the call goes against the Kodiaks.
It'll be a 10-yard penalty, bring up 2nd and 20. As Prince George gets pushed back to their own 19-yard line. Far side hash mark, as they're now looking to track broadcast left to right here at Massage Place Stadium. Ball now being replaced, so an error from the officials. Ball now being spotted at the 25-yard line. So it'll be a 2nd and 15 situation for the Kodiaks. Oskowski rolls to the right side, looking to pass. Looks over the middle. Some pass interference there from the Sun, and flags being thrown. TJ Nyberg being the intended target. He draws a pass interference call, and it'll be an automatic first down against the Sun. So automatic first down for the Kodiaks. 9:17 remaining here in the second quarter. Sun leading 21-7. Officials spotting the ball at the just shy of the 40-yard line. Oskowski in the shotgun. Trips right rather. Oskowski drops back, looks to pass, trying to connect with Evan Ingram, and that has to leap up for that one. Goes through his mitts and falls incomplete. They'll bring up 2nd and 10. 9:06 remaining in the second quarter. Oskowski not satisfied with him as he tries to shake that one off. Kodiaks break the huddle. Empty backfield, it looks like. 3 receivers to either side of the formation. Nowak now in the slot receiver position. Oskowski drops back, forced to run, connects with Evan Ingram. And that'll be just short of the first down, it looks like. Sorry, number 89, actually, of the Prince George Kodiaks. It'll be Matthew Sturgis. So it looks to be about 2 yards short. Thought he may have been a little bit closer to the first down marker. Brings up 3rd and 2. Jumbo package, it looked like. Kodiak's trying to push forward for the first down.
Hard one forward, looking for those 2 yards.
We'll see where this ball gets placed by the officials, as it looks like the Okanagan Sun are gesturing they're short. It'll be a So we'll bring up first down now for the Okanagan Sun, as that was a turnover on downs, just inches short of the first down. The Sun will take over from the Prince George 50. And now in at quarterback for the Sun, number 15, Avery Clayton. As he lines up in the shotgun. Trips left, single back, handoff play to number 4, Garwood. Garwood trying to find a hole and rumbles for a very close to a first down, maybe a gain of about 9 yards on the play, with 7:20 remaining here in the second quarter. We'll bring up second down. And about a yard and a half short. So the officials actually now calling a first down. I believe they're calling too many men against the Kodiaks, so that brings up a first down for the Sun. Ball now spotted inside the 40 of the Prince George 39-yard line. Clayton breaks the huddle. Calls out his cadence, drops back, looks to connect with Bymack. Bymack with a quick hit. Flags being thrown as Bymack just scoots his way past a trio of Kodiak's defenders, gets brought down, but there is about 3 official flags down on the field. We'll wait to see what the penalty is being called. So penalties being called against the Okanagan Sun. It looks like it was a pair of penalties being called.
So far, it looks like holding against the Okanagan Sun.
We'll be holding. And a chop block being called against the Okanagan Sun. So ball gets pushed back to midfield. It'll be first down, but the Okanagan Sun need to get to the Prince George 30-yard line for a first down. Clayton calls his cadence, drops back, looking deep. Keon Raymond in coverage. That falls incomplete. Clayton trying to connect with number 83, Ryan Zamudio. .6:29 remaining in the second quarter. Sun leading by 2 scores, scored 21-7. Lone scorer for the Prince George Kodiaks coming from that 108-yard missed field goal return from Keon Raymond Jr. Second down, Okanagan breaks the huddle. Avery Clayton in the shotgun. Receivers motioning, crossing pass in the backfield. Ball gets snapped, and that is a sack from Jason Pratt. Jason Pratt leading this Kodiaks defense in sacks. He comes up with another. And that sack brought to you by Northland Nissan. That pushes the Sun even further back into their own end, as it's now third down. And it'll bring up third down. Sun looking to punt this one away. It'll be Keanu Brown back at about the 15-yard line inside the Prince George end of the field. Ball gets snapped, ball gets kicked off, and booming punt there. And Keanu Brown returns it, looking to find a hole, trying to truck forward, gets brought down at about the 23-yard line. 5:50 remaining here in the second quarter. Kodiaks take over on offense. Will start this offensive series from their 22-yard line. Ball spotted on the far side hash mark. Oskowski directing traffic throughout the formation. Starts his cadence, gets his receivers moving in motion, drops back, looking to pass, looks for the far sideline, and there's a flag once again. Evan Ingram got stood up in his route. Couldn't even get 10 yards downfield, got stopped in his tracks trying to run it along the far sideline, and there was a flag being thrown from the officials. I would imagine this is going against the Okanagan Sun with 5:21 remaining in the second quarter. Again, this marking the final BCFC regular season game of this 2022 season for the Prince George Kodiaks. This game being brought to you by Benchmark Automotive. We're currently in the second quarter, brought to you by Lally Electric. The Prince George Kodiaks currently on offense, looking to bite into this 2-score deficit. As Oskowski calls his cadence, drops back, looks over the middle, trying to connect with TJ Nyberg. That gets overthrown and falls incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Kodiaks needing to get to the 43-yard line for a fresh set of downs as they break their huddle. Ball being spotted on the far side hash mark. Single back formation, shotgun. Oskowski takes a snap, drops back, scoots, tries to avoid pressure, gets tripped up and brought down, though, by the Sun. And that's once again Keelan Thomas, number 9 of the Sun, was able to trip up Oskowski and bring up third down. 4:36 remaining here in the second quarter. Once again, number 17, Kamar Bishop, back to return this punt from Matthew Uriah K. Mitchell. Another too many men call against the Kodiaks, flag being thrown. The ball gets pushed back, so the Kodiaks will now have the ball spotted at their own 20-yard line. That'll push Matthew Ryan, K. Mitchell, very close to his own goal line. As Bishop now steps forward towards about midfield. K. Mitchell takes a snap, looks to get this one away. Gets it to about the 54, just short of midfield. Bishop looking for the sideline. He finds the edge, trying to outrun. K. Mitchell tries to cut him off and brings him down. Bishop able to return that to the 22-yard line of Prince George's end of the field. 3:55 remaining here in the second quarter. And the Suns offense will start this offensive drive with very short field in front of them. Avery Clayton drops back, looks to his left, looks for a short pass to Garwood. That falls incomplete. And that'll bring up second down as the College Heights drum line starts beating. And the Kodiaks fans here at Massage Place Stadium try to keep this Kodiaks defense alive ahead of halftime. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the Prince George 22-yard line for the Sun. 3:30 remaining. Clayton takes a snap, draws back, some pressure up the middle, and he gets brought down by Caden Smith. Another sack for the Kodiaks. Smith comes up with the Northland Nissan sack, and that pushes the Sun back. And that brings up 3rd down. It'll be 3rd down from the 32-yard line inside the Prince George end. The Sun need to get down to the 12-yard line for a 1st down. The Sun will call a timeout, so we'll take a moment to step away, and we'll be back with the Okanagan Sun on offense inside the Prince George end of the field. Kodiaks pick off the 3rd down play. And it looks like number 36, Cannon, with some room to run, comes up with the interception. Okanagan getting greedy, trying to look for the end zone. And Prince George takes that one away, comes up with the interception. And the Kodiaks back on offense with 2:22 remaining in the second half. Second quarter. Getting a little excited, so my apologies for the mistake. Kodiak's offense on the field now, getting this offensive drive underway from the 23-yard line. Again, Coulter Cannon coming up with the interception in the end zone. As Oskowski calls his cadence. Hands off to Noah Lank. Lank trying to run up the middle. Gain of about 4 yards. The Sun gesturing the other way. It will be second down for the Kodiaks. 2:15 remaining here in the second quarter. Oskowski directing traffic as they get their offense hurried up. Trips right. 3 receivers sent to the right side of the formation. Oskowski drops back, looks to the sideline, trying to connect with Sturgis. Sturgis trying to gesture, trying to sell the reception. The officials. Looks like Okanagan is trying to call. Looks like Okanagan's trying to say that they picked it off, but three officials now meeting up, discussing the previous play. And it will be an interception for the Sun with 1:55. So the Okanagan Sun give one away and able to get it right back as they pick off Oskowski. And the Okanagan Sun offense will come right back out onto the field. Like Liam Kroger now in at quarterback for the Sun. Some miscue in the backfield. He tries to run it. He gets wrapped up and brought down just 1 yard past the down marker, gain of about 2 yards. So another quarterback change for the Sun. Liam Kroger now in at quarterback. Nick Tremblay able to track him down and brings him down after a gain of about 2 yards on the play. Ball now being spotted at the 35-yard line. 2nd and 8. 1:48 remaining until halftime. Kroger in the shotgun. Drops back. Some pressure up the middle. Looks over the middle. And that once again gets picked off by Coulter Cannon. Cannon trying to direct in a horse collar tackle by number 84, Noah Bymack. But there is 2 flags, 2 separate penalties being called. We'll see whether the interception stands. Number 36, Coulter Cannon, coming up potentially with his 2nd interception of the game. So officials meeting to discuss the play. There will be the initial play. So a roughing the passer call being called against the Kodiaks. So the interception will be negated. And then a horse collar tackle. And you can hear the crowd here at Massage Place Stadium in complete disagreement of the penalty, negating the interception. So we'll bring up 2nd and 8, so it will be a replay of 2nd down. The play action, little bit of a trying to target number 84, Noah Bymack, in the flat, but that falls incomplete. And there's a flag on the far sideline. You can sense some discomfort from Leon Kroger, the quarterback for the Okanagan Sun, as this may mark the just a few times he's been able to get into the lineup for the Okanagan Sun. He just seems a little frantic with his reads and just trying to perhaps force some passes, and that's resulting in overthrown attempts from number 10. 1:33 remaining here in the second quarter. Kroger pulls his cadence. Handoff play to Weiberg. Weiberg scoots off tackle, looking for the end zone. Gets brought down, but that's not before he gets into the end zone. Weiberg with a rushing touchdown to further add to the Okanagan Sun lead. Number 82, Aiden Weiberg, coming up with a touchdown run. Received the handoff, juked off tackle, and found room to run into the end zone for the score. And a good convert here from the Sun will make this a 3-score lead ahead of halftime. Marcellus Polk injured after that play. He was a player that was able to come into contact with Weiberg, but in the end zone looks to be favoring his shoulder as he gets helped off the field. And Okanagan will look to make this convert. As the ball gets snapped, gets placed, goes up, and that is good. And this will be a 28-7 lead for the Sun. We'll step away, take a quick break. When we get back, it will be the Kodiaks on offense to close out the first half. Welcome back to Massage Place Stadium, where the Okanagan Sun are leading the Prince George Kodiaks by a score of 28-7 here in the second quarter, as number 7, Isaac Wegner, kicks this ball off to Keanu Brown of Prince George. Keanu Brown finds a hole, still up and running as he makes it to midfield, trying to get the speed to pass. He's at the 40, steps out of bounds. What a return from Keanu Brown as he steps out at the 42-yard line. 1:15 remaining in the second quarter, and that return gives Prince George some good field position. Potentially get another major before this second quarter wraps up. Ball now spotted the far side hash mark to get this offensive series underway. Liam Oskowski in the shotgun, calls his cadence, trips right, drops back, looks to the left side, looks over the middle, steps up, trying to get the ball off. He's still up, but it's getting wrapped up by a trio of Okanagan Sun defenders, and that will bring up a sack. So it will be a loss of 2 yards on the play. Will bring up 2nd and 12. 1:05 remaining in the half. Single back formation. Oskowski in the shotgun, trips right, 3 receivers set to the right side of the field. Oskowski trying to find some room, but gets converged. The pocket closes up, and he gets brought down for a back-to-back sack. Oskowski not happy with the coverage and not happy with his receivers after that, showing his frustration as he comes to the sideline. Seth Cunningham trying to calm his quarterback down. They'll bring up third down from the 38-yard line inside the Okanagan end of the field. Sorry, 48-yard line, far side hash mark. Matthew Uriah K. Mitchell looking to pin the Sun deep in their own end. Once again, number 17, Kamar Bishop back to return. Ball gets kicked. Kamar Bishop steps up to the 15-yard line, looks to find the edge, trying to find the sideline, comes into contact, gets brought back to the 5. He's still up and running, trying to find the edge now on the far side of the field as he steps up, gets wrapped up at the 25-yard line. Kodiaks looked like they could have pinned him down at the Okanagan 5, but he's able to slip away from contact, change direction, showed some signs of Barry Sanders, and he steps out of bounds at the 24-yard line on the opposite side of the field. 3.1 seconds remaining until halftime. The Okanagan Sun will have one more goal on offense. Ball gets handed off. Garwood gets stood up and brought down at the 35-yard line. Late flag on the play. It looks like it may be Marcellus Pope who's down on the field. Kodiak's trying to gesture to the sideline, trying to get their trainer out. There is a flag that was thrown following the play from the head official. We'll wait to see what this call may be, whether it's coming up. They're going to call the end of the half. So we'll take a break. When we get back, we will have the halftime show get underway, and we will provide a update on the penalty and the injury to Marcellus Pope as he gets tended to by the Kodiaks training staff. Stay with us.
Let's add a 30.
Welcome back to Massich Place Stadium, where the Prince George Kodiaks and the Okanagan Sun have now reached halftime. The Okanagan Sun, the #1 ranked team in the Canadian Junior Football League, showing why they're undefeated through 9 games, looking for a perfect conclusion to their regular season schedule to improve to potentially 10-0. Heading into playoffs. They currently lead the Prince George Kodiaks by a score of 28-7. As we look back and see how this score came to be, the Okanagan Sun opened the scoring late in the first quarter as Dom Britton, the star quarterback for the Sun, connected with Mike O'Shea for the opening score. The two then connected for a second major shortly thereafter after a miscue from the Kodiaks, resulting in a quick turnover on downs as the Okanagan Sun took over inside the Prince George end of the field. Then, as the Okanagan Sun are able to make a few changes at quarterback, we saw number 15, Avery Clayton, coming into the game. He connected with number 84, Noah Bymack, the BCFC All-Star, in his first year playing football. Comes up with his 8th touchdown reception of the season. And then number 22, Aiden Weiber, comes up with a rushing score to conclude the scoring for the Okanagan Sun. The lone major so far for the Prince George Kodiaks coming by way of number 1, Keon Raymond Jr. after a missed 30-yard field goal attempt from the Okanagan Sun. He goes the distance, 108 yards for the score. And that results in the 28-7 score that we have as we're now at halftime. You're listening to the halftime show. Kodiaks games being powered by the Prestige Treasure Cove Resort. We're going to take a break. When we get back, we'll have the out-of-town scoreboard with JD back at 99.3 Rewind Radio Studios.
Tell you that halftime show was riveting.
Cops are coming.
Welcome back, the Okanagan Sun.
Welcome back to Massage Place Stadium, where the Prince George Kodiaks find themselves trailing the Okanagan Sun by a score of 28-7. The Okanagan Sun have since returned back to the field following halftime. Still awaiting the Prince George Kodiaks to come out from their locker room to get this second half underway. But just to quickly recap the scoring from the first half, in case you're just tuning in, pair of touchdown receptions by number 11, Mike O'Shea from Okanagan opened the score and got the Sun out to an early 14-0 lead. Then it was a touchdown reception from Noah Bymack and a rushing touchdown from number 22, Aiden Weiber. The lone score from the Kodiaks coming by way of the BCFC All-Star defensive back, Keon Raymond Jr., the son of head coach Keon Raymond, coming up with a 108-yard missed field goal return for the touchdown. As we're now about a minute away from kickoff to get this second half underway, the Prince George Kodiaks coming back out onto the field as the crowd staying put in their seats at Massage Place Stadium here, cheering their team out as this will be the final game of the regular season. The Kodiaks currently sitting with a 1-8 record. Meanwhile, the Okanagan Sun looking to keep their record perfect, looking to wrap up the regular season ahead of playoffs with a perfect 10-0 record. The second half will be just moments away. We'll take a break. When we get back, we've got second half action coming your way right here from Massage Place Stadium. Welcome back to Massage Place Stadium, where we're getting close to getting this second half underway with the Prince George Kodiaks kicking off. Broadcast right to left to the Okanagan Sun. The penalty that concluded the first half and now has this kickoff coming from the 50-yard line in the Okanagan end of the field as number 37 Jack Cochran lines up to get this kickoff underway. This kickoff being brought to you by DMC Chartered Accountants. And here we go. Ball is kicked. And the Okanagan Sun will field it from their own 2-yard line, trying to find a gap and find some room to run. Number 6, as he comes towards the sideline, has the edge and a wide open real estate in front of him. Number 6, Nathan Tonagay, will return the second half kickoff for a touchdown, but is a flag being thrown.
That was Nathan Tanage from the Okanagan Sun. And ran the ball
Not the way you want to get this second half underway. There is a flag being thrown.
That makes it, 30
Flag at about the 14-yard line inside the Prince George end of the field. We'll see what the penalty is, whether it came from the return or whether it came afterwards. Just 18 seconds into the second half, the Okanagan Sun look. It will be penalty against Prince George, but it will result in a touchdown. So the Okanagan Sun open the second half with a kickoff return touchdown as they line up for the convert. Ball gets up, and that is good. The Sun open the second half and add to their lead as they lead now by a score of 35-7. We'll take a quick break. When we get back, it'll be the Kodiaks on offense.
So some more of our valued sponsors that have contributed to make this season a success to include Worth a Shot Mobile Bar, White Spruce Enterprises, Peterbilt Pacific, Area Agencies, McDonald's Restaurants, Adept Inspection, and Save on Cruise. Kodiaks would like to thank those sponsors for their continued support.
The Okanagan Sun opened the second half, scoring on the opening kickoff. Number 6, Nathan Tonagay, taking it the distance, returning the kick from his own 3-yard line for the score to extend their lead to 35-7 over the Prince George Kodiaks. Number 7, Isaac Wegner, now lines up to kick this ball away. Number 10 for Prince George, Mike Olea. It looks like Marquise Banks back to return, but it'll be a short kick. Aiden Smith will pick it up, the D lineman, as he returns this one. He'll return it to about the 42-yard line. Aiden Smith coming up with a big sack in the first half, comes up with a kick return. That's perhaps stats he wasn't anticipating himself getting this season, but here he is making a kick return in the final game for the Prince George Kodiaks of this BCFC regular season. Prince George Kodiaks take over on offense, find themselves down by 4 scores with 14:36 remaining here in the third quarter. Third quarter being brought to you by Forest Power Sports. Liam Oskowski lines up under center. I formation, fullback in behind. And he'll hand off to running back Noah Lank. Lank runs to about the 51-yard line before getting brought down.
About 4 yards on that play.
$14-10 remaining here in the third quarter. Oskowski and the Kodiaks offense break the huddle. Oskowski will line up now in the shotgun. Fullback still in the formation. Oskowski will draw back, some pressure from the strong side. Looking deep for Andrew Brown, but that falls incomplete. A flag in the backfield as Oskowski is down on the turf, slow to get up. He does get up, though, as he walks back to about the 30-yard line, but there is a flag likely roughing the passer on the play. 13:48 remaining here, and it will be a penalty against the Okanagan Sun as the ball gets marched up to the 50-yard line inside the Okanagan end of the field. Kodiaks run up to the ball, look to get this drive continued. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. Oskowski back under center. Anticipate a handoff to Noah Lag. Lag stretches towards the left side of the field, gets popped, and a flag, likely a helmet-to-helmet hit going against the Okanagan Sun. And will be going against the Okanagan Sun. So more ball movement for Prince George as this ball will go even deeper into the Okanagan end of the field. The official marches the ball up to the 30-yard line. 13:21 remaining here in the third quarter. Liam Oskowski in the shotgun. Number 44, Seth Berlin, still in at fullback, so adding that added pass protection for Oskowski. Oskowski hands off to Berlin. Berlin very quickly gets wrapped up in the backfield and gets brought down. That'll likely be a loss of 1 yard on the play. Will be 2nd and 11 for Prince George from the 31-yard line. Oskowski in the shotgun. Takes the snap, draws back, looking to pass, steps up into the pocket, rolls to his left side, looks for Jerome Erickson. That gets overthrown, but there is a flag in the backfield. Oskowski coming to the sideline. And it looks like Sam Sabine will come in for quarterback. Keon Raymond discussing some matters with the officials. As the head official is currently discussing things with the defensive captain from the Okanagan Sun. Liam Oskowski currently sitting on the bench for Prince George. Sam Sabine, number 2, comes in at quarterback as he discusses things with his head coach. 12:35 remaining here in the third quarter. Prince George with the ball on the 31-yard line. seems like the officials are trying to sort out the penalty. It will be a holding call against Prince George. And that will move the ball back.
So it's a holding call against the Kodiaks, and they are marching those markers.
So after a pair of penalties push the Kodiaks inside the Okanagan end of the field, they are now right back inside their own end of the field. With the ball being marked at the 54-yard line of the Prince George end, needing to get down to the 20-yard line for a first down. And this is second down. Sam Sabine in at quarterback. He'll line up in the shotgun. Noah Lang, lone running back in the formation. Trips right, three receiver set to the right side, the strong side of the field. Sam Sabine drops back, looks to connect with Evan Ingram. That falls incomplete, and that will bring up third down. Matthew Uriah K. Mitchell that will kick this ball away on the third down situation. Kamar Bishop back to return. He's lined up at his own 20-yard line. Okanagan currently leading 35-7. Ball gets kicked away, end over end punt as Bishop will catch it at the 20-yard line off the turf, gets brought down. Mitchell still up, actually, gets brought down finally by number 40 of Prince George, George Yobo. And the Okanagan Sun offense comes back out onto the field. We saw Dom Britton, the starting quarterback of this Okanagan Sun offense, start the game. Had a few drives, got them out to an early lead, and he's since been replaced by two quarterbacks. Now the signal calling duties now being held by number 10, Liam Kroger. Kroger in the shotgun, single back formation, trips left to the left side. He'll take the snap, hand it off to number 4, and he gets brought down at the 35-yard line.
Once again, he's able to get a moderate gain on that run.
We'll bring up second down and 2 for Okanagan. 10:40 remaining here in the third quarter. Kroger takes the snap, hands it off to Garwood. Garwood trying to make his way, gets wrapped up by Hayden Matheson, the Prince George product. Will be looks like the officials will call for a measurement, so we might as well take this moment to take a quick break. When we get back, Okanagan on offense. will be third down. Welcome back. Third down for the Okanagan Sun. Third and short. Looks like their offense is staying out onto the field, looking to go for it. They plunge forward, try to get the few inches, try to stretch out for the first down. And there's a flag on the play being thrown. Will likely come back against the Prince George Kodiaks. Looks like the head official throwing a flag, but looks like they got enough for the first down. We'll see what the flag is. It is going against the Prince George Kodiaks. As Will St. Hubert gets tended to by the training staff. So we'll step away for a moment. When we get back, the Okanagan will continue. Actually, it does look like Will St. Hubert is able to walk off. And this offensive series will continue. The Okanagan Sun first down from the 53-yard line as they approach midfield. 9:43 remaining here in the third quarter. Liam Kroger directing traffic through the offensive formation as the Suns swap receivers. Will line up in trips right, so 3 receivers to the right side of the formation. Single back, Kroger drops back, looks for a quick hit to Bymack. Bymack makes the reception, breaks loose of a tackle, still up and running, trying to truck forward and will gain about 7 yards, probably 4 yards of that coming after the initial contact. Okanagan able to come up with about 7 yards on the first down play. It will bring up second and 3. Ball now being spotted past midfield at the Prince George 51-yard line. Kroger drops back, play action, some pressure, gets brought down. There's number 7, Marcellus Pope of Prince George, coming up with the sack. That sack being brought to you by Northland Nissan. Marcellus Pope from the Kodiaks comes up with a big sack and will force a third down situation as the punt team comes out for the Sun. Keon Raymond back to return. We'll see if he can come up with another explosive return here. He came up with a punt return touchdown last weekend down in Langley, and the Kodiaks lost to the Langley Rams. He's currently pinned against his 10-yard line. Ball gets snapped, ball gets kicked, end over end, wobbling punt as Keon Raymond steps up to track it, comes up, tries to find a space, but gets brought down by 5 members of the Okanagan return team.
Not a whole lot of room between him and the ball. No flags on the field. We'll see if we can possibly get a generous spot.
So the Kodiaks offense will start this drive from the 32-yard line. Sam Sabine in at quarterback. Liam Oskowski still on the sideline. Sabine under center. Snaps the ball, but very quickly there'd be a procedure call against Prince George.
Procedure called against the Kodiaks.
And that ball will get moved back. Ball, a 5-yard penalty against Prince George. A little early to the snap, and they'll be faced with a 1st and 15 situation. Sam Sabine back under center. Noah Lank, lone running back in the backfield. It'll be a handoff to Lank. Lank goes off tackle, tries to find some room to run, gets met by the Sun as he gets thrown down to the field. And there will be a flag following that as the Okanagan Sun just threw Noah Lank to the turf. Things getting chippy between these two teams. Okanagan trying to complete an undefeated season, but an undisciplined penalty coming against the Sun following that play. 6:58 remaining here in the third quarter. It'll be an automatic first down for Prince George. So ball will get moved up to the 42-yard line. 6:58 remaining here in the third quarter, brought to you by Forest Power Sports. We'll now see number 30 in the backfield for Prince George. As he takes the handoff, runs up the middle, tries to find some room, cuts back towards the near sideline, gets brought down by number 28 of Okanagan, Isaac Matidi. And the clock now starts rolling in the third quarter, 6:30 and counting. 2nd and 5 for Prince George. Number 30, Cody Dirksen, coming in at quarterback with the rush on the previous play. Dirksen still in at running back. Sam Sabine under center again. Will hand it off. Play action, actually. Sam Sabine trying to avoid pressure. Gets brought down. And that is another sack for Okanagan. Number 42, Peyton Ryder with the sack, bringing down Sabine deep in the backfield. And that will bring up third down. So 5:37 remaining here in the third quarter. Prince George find themselves down by four scores. The Sun leading 35-7. Jay Mitchell looking to punt this one away. And it's Kamar Bishop back to return. Punt gets blocked by OK. And they recover that deep inside the Prince George end of the field. So not how you want things to be playing out. As you can feel the energy just getting sucked out of this crowd here at Massage Place Stadium. And the Okanagan Sun back out onto the field for offense. Number 15, Avery Clayton, back in at quarterback.
The beer is on him tonight.
Clayton lining up in the shotgun, two backs in the backfield. He'll hand off to Garwood, and he'll get met by a few Kodiaks defenders. Number 4, Jevin Garwood, you saw us start this game, got replaced by Aiden Weiberg, and Garwood since now back in the lineup for the Sun. Second down and short for the Sun as they huddle up for this second down play. Ball now spotted at the 12-yard line. Just need 2 more yards for a first down, and then it will be a goal line situation. 2:27 remaining here in the third quarter. Avery Clayton in at quarterback in the shotgun. Trips left. And a handoff to Garwood. Garwood looks to get enough yardage for the first down. That will bring up a first down. It'll be first and goal for the Sun.
All right, Kodiaks fans, make sure your defense can hear you.
So 3:55 remaining here in the third quarter. Kodiak's defense pinned up against their goal line. There'll be a handoff to Garwood. Garwood trying to find some room, gets met by Kodiaks in the backfield. They'll bring him down.
No other receivers on the line. Jevin Garwood carries the ball once
Maybe a
again.
gain of
About 3 yards.
2 yards on the play. We'll bring the ball down to the 3-yard line. .3:15 remaining in the third quarter. Clayton now in under center. Take the snap, he'll hand off, and it's play action. He'll roll to the right side, looking for Bymack, and that is a touchdown reception, his second of the game, and now takes the team lead in touchdown receptions for the season. That's his 9th touchdown. So the Sun extend their lead, now make this a 5-score lead over Prince George as they line up for the point after. Ball goes up, and that is good, and it's the Okanagan Sun now leading 42-7 with 2:58 remaining. We'll take a break. When we get back, it's the Kodiaks back on offense. Touchdown, Isaac Wegner lines up for this kickoff. And he'll kick this one away. Side spinning kick. That goes into the Prince George end zone. Olea has to go back to retrieve it. As he tries to make a few moves, gets the ball out to about the 8-yard line as the Prince George Kodiaks will take over on offense. 2:51 remaining here in the third quarter.
Prince George Kodiaks is able to run it up to the 9-yard line.
It'll be Sam Sabine in at quarterback for the Kodiaks. Kodiak's offense pinned up against their own goal line as personnel comes out onto the field. Sabine will be in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, he'll hand it off to Durston, and he'll get brought down, wrapped up, maybe a gain of a yard or two. And
Cody Durston, who's able to make it up to the original line of scrimmage.
will actually be a gain of no yards as Dirksen had to fight to get back to the line of scrimmage. And just over 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Bit of a delay from the officials in whistling this play in, but here we go. Inside the final 2 minutes of play, Sabine drops back, tries to go deep, but not a single receiver. Closest receiver, Nathan Stokes, who is maybe 10 yards away from where the ball hit the turf. That'll bring up third down.
Folks, I've just been told that our liquor license is good until 9:30 tonight, so we are going to leave the bar open until 9:30. We got a whole lot of beer.
1:52 remaining here in the third quarter. Kodiaks, third down situation, pinned up against their goal line. See if they opt to kick this one away or whether they just decide to concede the safety. Matthew Uriah K. Mitchell about 4 yards into his own end zone. Kamar Bishop lined up at the Prince George 40-yard line, anticipating a return, and be a penalty against Prince George. Looks too many men. It's about the third or fourth penalty of that nature going against Prince George this game.
Third down. 15 to go.
Trying another go at this third down. Matthew Uriah K. Mitchell now about 8 yards into his own end zone. 1:15 and counting. And he will concede the safety. So another 2 points going up on the scoreboard for the Sun. We'll take a moment to take a step away. When we get back, it'll be the Okanagan Sun on offense. Welcome back to Massage Place Stadium, where the Prince George Kodiaks find themselves trailing the Okanagan Sun. And by a very wide margin, Matthew Uriah K. Mitchell kicks this one away. And the Sun will look to return as the returner tries to make his way towards the near side sideline. He gets wrapped up, brought down at the 37-yard line.
Strong kick by Matthew Uriah K. Mitchell, and it's brought back to a open 40.
So the Sun will start this offensive drive from the 39-yard line. Avery Clayton, the quarterback. Take the snap. Will hand off to Javon Garwood. Garwood trying to find some room to run. Another flag being thrown. He gets brought down by Landon Donovan. And it's a holding call against Okanagan, as that will bring that positive yardage back against the Sun. Okanagan currently leading by a score of 44-7. 52 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Clayton in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, hand off to Garwood. Garwood trying to find some room. Stiff arms Tremblay. He rumbles for another 3 yards after the initial contact, and yet another flag being thrown by the officials. They're now sitting at 25.3 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. The flag was against the Prince George Kodiaks. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Sun. Clock now rolling here in the third quarter, inside the final minute. It'll be a handoff to Garwood. Garwood gets tripped up behind the line of scrimmage. And that will bring up third down. Final few seconds ticking off here in the quarter. It will bring up a final play. As the punt team comes out for the Okanagan Sun. Ball now spotted at the 44-yard line, near side hash mark here at Massage Place Stadium. Despite the deficit, majority of the fans still sticking around for the conclusion of this final BCFC game here in Prince George. Keon Raymond Jr. back to return. Looks like number 93, Zach Cormier, currently down on the field, will step away for a quick break. When we get back, Kodiaks anticipating a punt from the Sun.
Looks like our own Jerome Erickson from CHSX was shaken up on the plane. He's being walked off the field.
Zach Cormier able to walk off the field, and just moments away from this ball getting kicked away from the Okanagan Sun on this third down situation. Ball gets snapped, ball gets kicked away. Spiraling kick up into the sky here at Massage Place. Keon Raymond retrieves it, trying to find some room to return the ball. Gets wrapped up and brought down at the 25-yard line. Prince George Kodiaks will take over on offense from the... Actually, it'll be... My apologies. It'll be the conclusion of the quarter, so we might as well take another break to step away. When we get back, the fourth quarter will get underway here at Massage Place Stadium. Sam Sabine comes up with a near interception to get the fourth quarter underway. Fourth quarter being brought to you by Treasure Cove Casino. Sam Sabine in at quarterback for the Kodiaks. We saw Liam Oskowski leave the game. No sign of any injury. Perhaps the Kodiaks just trying to get some reps for some of their second string players as we are playing the final BCFC regular season game here in Prince George. Sabine takes the snap in the shotgun, hands off to Dirksen. Dirksen gets wrapped up and brought down. Gain of maybe a few yards on the play.
Sabine hands off, and the receiver runs right into traffic. Looks like he may have gained a yard. They'll bring up third down.
Clock now rolling here in the fourth quarter. The punt team comes out for the Kodiaks. Uriah K. Mitchell gets the snap, will run towards his right side, kick this one away, close towards the sideline. Kamar Bishop with the return, tries to head towards his right side, cuts back, gets brought down. Number 48 of the Kodiaks with the tackle. That's Jaden Craig. Number 10, Liam Kroger back in at quarterback for Okanagan. So we're now 12:55 and counting remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. Kroger will call out his cadence from shotgun, hand it off, quickly gets wrapped up in the backfield. That's Aiden Smith with another tackle for a loss. Brought down just a few inches behind the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up second and a little bit more than 10 yards to go for the first down for Okanagan. They're currently leading by a score of 44-7 here at Massage Place Stadium. Kroger back in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands off. He'll keep it actually, play action, rolling to his right side, opts to run it himself, slides and gets met, and there are flags being thrown. Tried to slide and got absolutely clocked by a member of the Kodiaks defense. About 3 flags immediately being thrown.
Apparently, you're not allowed to tackle somebody who's running with the ball.
So as soon as the quarterback tries to go for a slide, he is no longer able to receive any contact. So as Kroger went to slide, he immediately was then met with some contact. So number 22 from the Kodiaks, Aiden Simpson, being penalized for the tackle on the quarterback who's coming for a slide. The crowd here at Massage Place Stadium trying to give it to the officials. And it looks like Simpson has been ejected from the game. And the ball will be moved to the 20-yard line, 23-yard line, actually. So you can hear the displeasure here from the crowd at Massage Place Stadium. 11:48 on the clock, and it moves the Suns' offense. And it looks like Keon Raymond will call a timeout. So we'll take a moment to step away. When we get back, more fourth quarter action here from Prince George. Let's go a minute. Let's just try to make up for lost time. Crowd. While we were away, Coulter Cannon comes up with an interception. He comes up with his second pick of the night. Liam Kroger getting greedy like we saw earlier in the first half. And Coulter Cannon comes up with his second interception of the night and gets some life back into this crowd as Prince George takes over on offense. So Sam Sabine, quarterback, he'll hand off to Dirksen, and he gets popped by a member of the defense, and that will bring up second down. Don't think he was able to get any yards on the play, was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. That brings up 2nd and 10 with 11 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Noah Lank now back onto the field in at running back for the formation. It'll be trips right, 3 receivers to the right side of the field. There'll be a handoff, stretch handoff to Noah Lank. He'll get met for a loss. And that'll bring up 3rd down. As we reach the final 10 minutes of play here in the fourth quarter. Third and long now for the Kodiaks. Matthew Uriah K. Mitchell back out onto the field on this punting play. And now it looks like it's number 39. 39 rather. Alejandro Van Holten back to return the punt for the Sun. 9:40 remaining here in the quarter. Kay Mitchell gets the kick away. It gets caught and dropped, and Kodiaks try to jump on the loose ball. There's a flag, though. It may be a no yards call against the Kodiaks.
Now the Kodiaks say there is a foul on the play. Unfortunately, no black and white on this side to see what just happened.
Penalty gets declined.
So there was no infraction on the play that the officials saw. And it is the Okanagan Suns ball.
So 9:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Ball now spotted at the 43-yard line, near side hash mark. Liam Kroger in at quarterback, drops back, looks for a quick hit in the flat, and that falls incomplete. Number 83, Ryan Zamudio, the intended target on the play. And it looks like a member of the Kodiaks is down on the field. We'll take a moment, step away as he gets tended to by the Kodiaks training staff. Nine minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Remember the Kodiaks, Colter Cannon able to run off the field under his own weight. Okanagan Sun, second down on offense. And flags on the play. There'll be procedure against the Suns. So a call going against Okanagan. That'll bring the ball back. Again, if you're just joining us, you're witnessing the Okanagan Sun currently leading the Prince George Kodiaks by a score of 44-7. 8:46 remaining in the fourth quarter, this being the final game of the Kodiaks regular season schedule. Okanagan looking to improve their record to a perfect 10-0 on the season. Second and long, ball spotted at the 49-yard line, inside the, now being respotted at the 48-yard line, rather, of the Prince George end of the field. Ball gets snapped. Kroger drops back, some pressure from the edges. He tucks it and starts running towards the sideline. Gets wrapped up by Landon Donovan and runs just short of the 30-yard line. And that looks like it will be short.
First down for the Okanagan Sun. Brought down initially by Keon Raymond, and he got a little bit of help from his friend Shandon Donovan.
Sorry, Shandon Donovan on the tackle. It actually looks like the Okanagan Sun did get enough for the first down, so it'll actually be the 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. We now approach the final 8 minutes of play here in the fourth quarter, being brought to you by Treasure Cove Casino. Quick handoff following the snap, gets immediately wrapped up by the Kodiaks defense. And that'll bring up second down, second and maybe 8.
Hands off to Aiden Weber, who is stopped immediately at the line of scrimmage. He's got a gain of 2 yards, but that's going to bring up second and 8. .7:35 and counting, clock rolling here in the fourth quarter as the Okanagan Sun lead the Kodiaks 44-7. There'll be a handoff to Weiberg. Weiberg trying to truck forward, gains about 3 or 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up third down. Same result, they gain about 2 yards, so that's going to bring up third down.
Okanagan lining up for a field goal, looking to add even more points to their total. It looks to be a field goal attempt of 35 yards. We know what happened last time they tried to go for a field goal. Ball goes up, the flag on the play. That is being marked as a successful field goal. It looked like the Kodiaks may have jumped offside. It is offside against the Kodiaks. It will be declined, and the field goal will stand. As the Kodiaks offense comes out onto the field. So they'll bypass the kickoff. They'll start this drive from the 35-yard line. So the ball will get spotted actually now at the 40-yard line. Sam Sabine in the shotgun for the Kodiaks. Lone back, Noah Lankin behind him. Sabine will drop back, look to his right side, connect with Jared Annis. That will be a reception near the sideline and a gain of about close to a first down. And that will be a first down for Prince George.
Well, what do you know? First down, Kodiaks.
Ball now spotted at the 50-yard line, near side hash mark. Sabine back to pass. Looks for a deep ball, looking for number 84, and that falls incomplete.
Good effort. Just about succeeded with the ball.
Again, trying to connect with Jared Annis on the play, and that just 1 or 2 yards past the outstretched hands of Annis. We're now inside the final 6 minutes of play here in the fourth quarter. Kodiaks break the huddle. Sabine back in the shotgun. Trips left to the left side of the formation. Snap goes up and over Sabine's head as he tries to go back. He ducks, tries to get around, maneuvering through some defenders, but gets brought down for a big loss. And that will bring up third down. Okanagan now leading 47-7 against the Prince George Kodiaks. So safe to say at this point, the Okanagan Sun will go on to improve their record to a perfect 10-0 on the regular season and will enter playoffs with an unblemished record, finishing as the top-seeded team here in the BCFC. Matthew Uriah K. Mitchell punt this ball away. Side kick, end over end. Stopped by Kamara Bishop. He'll try to look for the sideline, and he'll find it. Finding the edge. He's still up and running at the 30-yard line. 20, 10. Makes a cut in, and that is another touchdown for the Sun. No flags on the field. And the Sun add even more salt to the wound against the Prince George Kodiaks in this final game of the regular season. 4:23 remaining in the fourth quarter, and the Okanagan Sun have surpassed the half-century mark on the scoreboard. Sun will line up for a point after attempt. Ball goes up, and that is good. It's a 54-7 lead for the Okanagan Sun. We'll take a moment, step away for a quick break. Let's go a minute. I'm okay with this.
So on your way by, you definitely want to stop by at the sweat tent. Grab yourself a tooth and a scarf. As you can tell from this evening temperature,
Okay,
it is
sounds
going to
good.
be a long, cold winter. As well as a Kodiaks as we walk through.
So the Prince George Kodiaks will take over on offense after the return from number 10, Olea. Just over 4 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Once again, the Kodiaks are able to bring that ball back to about the third, where they're going to be in the garage.
And Quinn Newcomb now in at quarterback for the Kodiaks. Quinn Newcomb, the former quarterback for the Dutchess Park Condors. Team that won the City Bowl last year in his senior year. Now in at quarterback for the Prince George Kodiaks with now 3.5 minutes remaining here in the game against the Okanagan Sun. Newcomb drops back, looks to pass, decides to tuck it himself, finds some room to run, trying to set some blocks. There's a flag on the play as Newcomb runs past midfield. Keon Raymond not happy as a flag gets called on a downfield block from Andrew Brown. The reason for the penalty there, they're unable to come downfield and make a block. The defender is essentially deemed a vulnerable player at that point and need to be able to see the front numbers of the jersey. Otherwise, it will be a penalty, much like what we just saw. So it will be a flag against the Kodiaks. Ball comes back to the 35-yard line. Bring up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Inside 3 minutes now. Newcomb takes a snap. He'll roll to his left side, looking to pass towards the sideline. Connects with Sturgis. That's a gain of about 5 yards. And he'll get forced out of bounds. So 2nd and 5 now. Ball spotted at the Prince George 40-yard line. Newcomb in at quarterback. Takes the snap, drops back, steps up into the pocket, Tries to connect with, it looks like Evan Ingram. He finds some room to run. And he gets past midfield down to the 47-yard line. 2:18 on the clock. Newcomb in the shotgun, single back, trips left. Newcomb will roll left. Will avoid a defender coming on the blind side. Newcomb tries to connect with Ingram, and that is another catch down to the 30-yard line. Newcomb looking to roll left, caught the defender coming off the edge, opted to roll back the opposite way, and he finds Evan Ingram tucked against the sideline for another first down. 1:56 remaining on the clock. A whistle being called, timeout by Okanagan, so we'll take a moment. We'll take a quick 30-second break for the timeout. When we get back, Kodiaks from the 30-yard line.